the previous video, I actually show you how to solve questions in this format, whereby you're asked to determine the probability of having at least one student. And here is another question, which is different entirely from the previous video. The question here says that a lecturer on his way to LASU encountered traffic light at Maryland, Ikeja, and Limosho every morning. So the light works independently. That is, the traffic light works independently of one another, and we are given the probabilities. The probability for the traffic light to encounter the traffic light at Maryland is 0.2. The probability for the lecturer on his way to LASU that which he actually encountered traffic light at Alimosho, at Ikeja rather, is 0.6, and the probability that he will encounter a traffic light at Alimosho is 0.3 respectively. Yeah, that means for Maryland I have 0.2, the probability for Ikeja I have 0.6, and the probability of Alimosho I have 0.3 respectively of stopping the lecturer every morning. Okay, now find the probability that the lecturer on his way to LASU on Tuesday morning will be stopping at Maryland and Ikeja. The probability that the lecturer on his way to LASU on Tuesday morning will be stopping at Maryland and at Ikeja. We all believe that in probability, when you actually when it seems to use the word and, you go ahead and use multiplication sign. Okay, in this case, they said that the light works independently. This actually happens to be probability of having Maryland and Ikeja. That should be probability of having Maryland times the probability of Ikeja. But since it acts independently, I need one more, because actually the lecturer encounter these traffic lights at 3 different stops, that is at Maryland, at Ikeja, and at Alimosho. So I have to complete it since it works independently of one another. So then for you to have probability of Maryland and probability of Ikeja, then I may not decide. Okay, the probability of Maryland is what? 0.2 as it is given. For Ikeja it is 0.6. Now in this case I will decide to pick probability that the lecturer on his way to LASU will not stop. That means the lecturer did not stop at Alimosho. The lecturer did not stop at Alimosho. That is P probability prime, or let me just say the failure. Since the probability that the lecturer will actually encounter a traffic light at Ikeja is 0.6, at Maryland is 0.2, but for that lecturer not to encounter a traffic light or not to stop at Alimosho, then that will be probability of failure is always 1 minus probability of success, and here the probability that lecturer will not stop at Alimosho, that will be 1 minus 0.3. okay, so then by the time I compute the 0.2 times 0.6 times, since it acts independently, I will have to put the failure for the Alimosho's event. Then that will be 1 minus 0.3, and 1 minus 0.3, that gives 0.7. So by the time I compute this, I will end up having 0.2 times 0.6 times 0.7. So the result here gives 0.084. The option is not stated here, but you can go ahead and check the screenshots, the Mat106 screenshot test questions. So I'm very sure that should be option C or D or so. So this gives the correct answer to that question. So expect more questions and their solution. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.